Hey there, it's Lori Hoke. I'm thrilled to be with you today having another meaningful conversation, today centered around the idea of what is your truth. I have enjoyed developing my ideas around this concept of my truth for several weeks now. Perhaps it's something you've heard. I know I've seen commercials, hashtags, live your truth, but I'd never really explored what that meant to me. I'll tell you the definition I've come up with so far. My truth is the truth that I uniquely and individually carry out and live into that allows my highest good to be expressed and manifested. Now, hear me, this is not a conversation around what your faith is or isn't. I'm not talking about that kind of truth. I'm talking about your inner truth, your personal truth of your most authentic self. The quest to find your truth, I believe, is really a discovery process of being present to yourself. And when we live our truth, that's what we're doing. We're being present to ourself, to our emotions, to our strengths, to our feelings, our thoughts, our desires. I'm finding that most people on this planet walk around relatively unaware of who they are. I believe our life is a quest of discovering who we are and being able to develop our potential. When we don't know who we are, when we do not know our truth, we live from the expectations of others. We look around to try and make our choices in life instead of looking within. See, people are quick to prescribe for us what is our right way. What are their expectations of what we should be doing or our next step? But you know what? Only you can decide that. I discovered this recently in a conversation with a rock star colleague in Miami. He was talking about how he is going about developing the services his business provides in a brand new way than he's done before, and how excited he is with the results he's creating in other people's lives. And I was very inspired. But I found myself in that conversation beginning to wonder if I was doing things the right way or what I was supposed to be doing in the way that I am creating services and pathways to help and support other people. I began wondering if I was doing something wrong because it didn't match the way he was doing it. And then a beautiful revelation came through his lips. And he said this. I didn't even express those thoughts to him, but he must have sensed it. And he said, what you and I are creating are two entirely different things. I sat and I breathed that in. And the weightiness of that was the permission that I needed to go about this my own way. I wasn't supposed to be matching his process. I needed to be true to mine. And what's the reflection of my truth? See, if we look at this, oftentimes there's so many different ways we manifest our truth or the expectations of others through the relationships we have, how we show up in those relationships, the decisions we make on a daily basis and in the long term, the career path we choose and how we choose to climb that career ladder or lack thereof, how we move forward in our professional life, how we choose the clothes we wear, and the hairstyle that we allow to express our truth or the ignorance thereof. What I find, which I want to look to this idea that I had noted, yes, as I look at myself and the things in my life, and I've been in personal development now for almost 10 years. I'm finding that there's a lot of things in my life right now that don't fit my highest truth. The expression of my highest good. There are things in my life that are not aligning with that. And you know what? That means there are things in my life that are inauthentic. because they're not the reflection of the real, truest, deepest me. So when we live our lives from the expectations of others, trying to make other things fit us, we waste our potential and we certainly squander our time. So I'm here today giving you permission to find and live your truth. Only you know what that means. Only you can define that. Stop looking to others to do that for you. It comes from within. And I'll include this. I've kind of gathered my thoughts in this other phrase around my recent experiences in understanding this. Most people, hear me out, most people spend their whole life searching for something they're unwilling to find. I'll say it again. Most people spend their whole life searching for something they are unwilling to find. And by that, I mean this. They spend their whole life searching around for the answers instead of searching and getting in alignment and agreement with their authentic self, their inner truth. Yes, it's work. Yes, it's painful, but it is more liberating than anything else I've invested my time in terms of getting in touch with the way that I've been designed and created by my Creator and being able to live that fully and powerfully and freely. That is my hope for you. So if there are things in your life that are not in alignment with your highest truth, if you're wondering even what that is for you, allow people to speak into that and help you find your truth. I believe it's something that we cannot discover single-handedly on our own. We need other people in our lives helping us do that. And that's one of the reasons I'm grateful to be in your life, supporting you in that way. Find your truth. Rid your life of things that are not in alignment with your highest truth and your highest good, and begin to step into real freedom.